Why do we travel to the opposite side of the world and do manual labor without pay? To build a house for chickens, to build a sustainable life, to build relationships, to build community, to build a foundation on the Gospel Commission. Because their lack is our lack. Because our gifts were not given for our own benefit, but for others' sake. Because we all need to learn from each other.
Shake, 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 all the sisters. We have been waiting for a long, long time. There is no more. We have been waiting. We know everything is going to be fine.
He left all things up and came down to bring me back unto himself, to bring me back unto him, to bring me back unto him.
I've never been the same since I saw the Kibera slums. The streams of sewage that run between every home and converge to a stinking grey river at the bottom of the hill. Household animals walking in that sewage. Filthy children who have no one to wipe their crusty noses. Children whose faces are blank and empty because that's the only way they can survive here. How do families of 8 or 10 fit in a shack the size of a pantry in a suburban American house? We visited the home of a child who wanted a way out. A drunken neighbor burst in while we were there, asking the child's caretaker if he could pay her to sleep with him. I felt I had to get out of that place as fast as I could. Otherwise, the misery would crush me.
When I became a priest, I was sent to Kibera Slums Parish, and at that place is when I realized that we have some children who are suffering and they need my support. So I started from there. I took some children to school, very few of them, I took them to school. And then after taking them to school, I found out that most of the time they were not spending their day in school, but they were outside the school, but I was paying a lot of money for them. So from there, I decided to take them and to rent a house where they can stay so that I can monitor them as they go to school. And then the return was very good because they were going to school. They used they were now able to go to school every day. So I decided now to start St. Tabitha House where they could stay. And
Let us give thanks to the Lord.
Katika Kristo tumevaa Kristo, haleluya.
We are very happy to be with them. It's our calling. Like me, a mother, I'm very happy to have the kids, to stay with them at my place, and to take care of them, especially the girls. I take care of girls. I want to model them. I want to empower them to be good youth women in future.
Before I came here, everyone was telling me about, be careful in Kenya. The food, the water, take your medicine, look out, make sure no one steals anything. But then I got here and it's a completely different place. It's beautiful. The people are so friendly, and You know, everyone says hi, everyone, you know, welcomes you and brings you into their home. All you have to do is walk around through the village and, you know, you can meet so many interesting and wonderful people.
The chorus now. Upendo, love, love. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me though I'm weak. He loves me though I'm weak and the most sinful. So we start. Nashukuru Mungu kwa upendo wake alionyesha mimi kwake, akaacha yote juu akashuka chini kunirudisha mimi kwake. Nashukuru Mungu kwa upendo wake alionyesha mimi kwake, akaacha yote juu akashuka chini kunirudisha mimi kwake. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Pale msalabani dhambi zetu sisi Bwana Yesu katusamehe. Humu duniani sote twasubiri kurudi kwake Bwana Yesu. Pale msalabani sote twasubiri kurudi kwake Bwana Yesu. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Asipokuweko sina raha kamwe, ni rafiki yangu mkuu mno. Nilalapo mbali yeye hunirudisha, kifuani napumzika. Asipokuweko sina raha kamwe, ni rafiki yangu mkuu mno. Nilalapo mbali yeye hunirudisha, kifuani napumzika. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Upendo, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda. Upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, upendo, ananipenda, ananipenda, ijapo mimi mnyonge na mwenye dhambi tele, ninajua ananipenda.
One day we were working together. Maybe it was the third day of construction. And one of the locals said, "You know, you are proving the African mind wrong." When I asked why, he continued, "We think that white people don't work. They only sit in offices in Nairobi. But here you are, proving us wrong."
Tunakuomba kwa Kristo hata wote wa Orthodoksi. Tena tunakuomba kwa ajili ya askofu wetu Makarios na kwa ajili ya ndugu zetu wote katika Kristo. For you are the resurrection, the love and the repose of your departed servants of Christ our God. And to you we give glory, to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, now and forever, unto the ages of ages.
One of the last days we were there, it seemed that the project was going too slow. We aren't going to finish. Was it worth it? I thought. Then I looked at a brightly colored bucket in front of me, and it said, "Always give without remembering, and receive without forgetting." Where but in Africa could even a plastic bucket be filled with gospel joy? Let us give without keeping track. Give as long as you have something to give. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. God's light shines on the good and the bad alike.
May your memory be eternal, our brother and hierarch, worthy to be deemed worthy, happy and ever to be remembered. Memory.